Hello and welcome to this short animation introducing the transparent data migration capabilities of Infinity Data Director. Let's see what it can do for us. It's a built-in module that can transparently migrate data from your existing NAS or cloud storage environment to a new storage environment. That is to say, data migration happens as a non-disruptive background task while maintaining I/O bandwidth for clients and applications. It's a complementary feature offered as an enabler for a smooth transition when you purchase Infinity Data Director. It can also be used to perform a transparent data migration and then be removed. In this case, it's offered as a service, measured by a professional service effort. Existing NAS storage can be preserved and data tiered to another target using proper data management policies, called data tiering. This feature is described in a separate presentation, but it's part of the overall migration mechanism. Here's an example of how it works. Imagine you have your storage system and you need to introduce a new one in your environment. Your clients are accessing your data directly, nothing special. You need to migrate all content or some data volumes somewhere else. Now let the migration begin. Infinity Data Director is installed as a gateway between the clients and the source system. It acts as a client for the NAS source and it indexes all content both transparently and silently. When done, you are ready to present Infinity Data Director as a mount point for your clients. No reboot needed. You are ready to begin the migration. This phase is called Cut-In. Now, Infinity Data Director is the new owner of the data path. Let's introduce the new storage system and allow Infinity Data Director to access it, serving client requests to source or target storage. Migration begins as a non-disruptive background task while maintaining I/O bandwidth for clients. By this time, the migration is completed and all data are synchronized. This phase is called Cut-Over. Now you can remove the old system and decommission it. If you choose to keep Infinity Data Director in your environment, you don't have to do anything more than that. This feature is part of the base license and it offers you the best possible way to introduce our solution in your environment. What if we don't want to keep Infinity Data Director, or if we simply want to use it as a temporary data migration tool? Simple. Now that the file migration is completed, Infinity Data Director is the access point for clients. We can transparently remove it and give the clients direct access to data. This phase is called Cutout. At this point, Infinity Data Director is gone. The migration has been performed as a service. Clients can now directly access data on the new storage system. All this is done preserving the original data format. In other words, there is no vendor lock-in. It's interesting? Would you like to know more? Feel free to visit our site www.infinity-storage.com. Thank you very much for your time.